Virgo, happy December. I hope you are doing well. Okay, you're kind of getting a double whammy reading today because I'm just not thrilled with the messages that I get from this, but the cards themselves aren't that bad. So, if in fact your life is really in a good spot right now, totally disregard this and go on to watch your sun, moon, or your rising. Okay, some of these are horrible because the December energy is going to be exactly that. It's coming in to basically rip everything down to bare bones and really make you look at the things that maybe you've glossed over or really kind of made into something that they're really not. It's kind of a time where, I think we're going to reap to some of the energy that's coming off of the eclipse that we have. I think it's coming back again. Okay, so I think that it's really going to, I know it's cruddy for any month, but a holiday month especially. And I wish I had better news, but unfortunately, I don't. So, again, if your life is in a good spot, be grateful and leave it at that. Don't fester and read into this. Just turn it off now, basically. Okay. But I pulled the whole Wholesaler and Normans. I pulled uh, an energy card and I pulled a romance card. Okay. It's just really pulling on um passion. I mean, how could you go wrong with passion, right? It's everything that we do. It's not just passion in a relationship. It's just we are passion. We're passion at our core. That's what love is. Passion. It's prayer. It's whatever you put your heart and soul into, right? Now, what I want to say here is I want to go over these messages, and again, I think that these are some of these messages I think are global. They're not pertaining to you per se, but there are things that you'll want to just keep an eye on in the world around you, right? Again, I don't watch the news and I don't know politics, so you're going to have to just go with what my messages are, okay? Um, again, um, I think some of you are in great marriages. I think some of you are in unhappy marriages. I think some of you have lazy husbands. Again, I apologize. I'm just the messenger. Um, again, for some of you that are thinking about starting a family or getting married, really think about that um, because you may want to really think about that. I'm going to leave it at that. Um, for some of you, if you've just gotten married and had a baby, your partner may or may not, it may be contributed to like postpartum depression or whatever, but I don't think they're happy, and I think that they may um, be leaving, and you may try to do everything in your power to get them to stay. So again, I apologize. Okay, now for some of you, you want to watch out also for floods and fires, and I think it's ironic that the Tower card comes in here. Um, if you are an architect or if you are anything in real estate, anything dealing with property, if you're purchasing a home or you're doing something that relates to soil on the ground, right? You want to have that tested by a professional. Okay. There's also, like I said, floods and um, fires. So just be careful. It's holiday season. Just tend to your candles and watch your fireplaces and just be extra diligent around things like that, right? Leaky pipes may turn into more than leaky pipes, right? So just watch out for that. If you're buying property, have the soil tested. I don't know what that means. I guess you have like the soil tested, right? Um, okay. Now, for others of you, um, there's someone in your sphere, or it may be you too, that just is refusing to hear other people's opinions on something, and you're repeatedly doing something in your own way that's just not getting you anywhere. You're wasting time and you're wasting energy circling the bin, doing something in your own way. But I think that you're just not wanting to listen to other people's input. You're just being kind of stubborn, I guess. So that's for some of you. But your advice in there is to stop doing that. Okay. So there you go. Now, what we've got in here, um, what I did with this energy is I did this throw. What this does is it strips everything down to bare bones, right? It takes it out of its packaging. It just really is the raw essence of whatever it is in here. So you've got to look at things for really what they are and not candy coat them, because I don't think this energy is going to allow for it. I think it's going to pull anything out that's really not solid in your life and really make you look at it. And those include sometimes, guys, the things within ourselves. Sometimes we're our own worst enemies. But we're going to need to look at those things too. Okay. Also, what I want to say before I get into this reading, for those of you that are extremely psychic, which I know I have many, many, many of the of my subscribers are extremely psychic. You want to crystal up because you're going to be pulling in all kinds of energy now, and you don't want to do that because some of it's extremely negative. So we'll leave it at that. You don't want to do that. So just crystal up. Okay. Anything black will be good. Lapis, you know the drill, right? Google it. You'll figure something out. Okay. Now we come in with the King of Coins. Oddly, again, I don't know who's doing what, but I think that someone may actually be crowned king. So there you have it. You may want to watch for that if you're into that kind of stuff. So anyhow, the King of Coins can also be your finances, right? Now, again, this it strips everything back to the bare bones of what the reading is. And at the core of it, that's someone who is traveled, has great financial stability. Your finances are stable, your home life is stable, you're healthy, you know the true value of value. With that card, it's what does this wealth afford me, right? It affords you to freedom, basically, right? So that's that. Now, where the Tower card sits, we come into that with that is the weight of this whole reading sits in that card. So something is really weighing on you. Again, that could be not wanting to let go of things, right? It could be it could actually be like a you know, a world event like an earthquake or a natural disaster or something like that. But I'm going to have to pare that down to something that would happen to, you know, to us in here, but don't discount that. Okay, if you're traveling, check where you're traveling to for the holiday. Um, things like that, okay? Make sure your house is secure before you leave, you know, things like that. Now, it's really weighing on you. So something, you know, I'm going to say um, you need to release, you need to look at, you need to pay better attention to. Okay, it could be also, I'm going to have to pull on the negative side of the cards, guys. I hate to say that, but we don't have balanced elements in here. So I've got to put that out here. Okay, but our energy card coming in here is the Knave of Cups. Okay, we've got the King of Cups. I'm sorry, coins. We've got the Tower card, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups. Okay, they're great cards if they're balanced. If they're not, it's a bunch of hoo-ha, right? It's a bunch of, you know, this is the aesthetics on the outside, but on the inside it's quite different, okay? So you want to look at that. Our energy card coming in is passion. You really can't go wrong with that card, right? Unless it's short-lived, right? Make sure your passions are coming from the right place and they've got sustainability, right? Because that's how you'd get into a relationship and it would fizzle out if that's all it's based on. Fortitude is calling on inner strength. It's you know, avoiding temptations. It's just doing things with your heart and soul in the right place. Okay, so there you go. Um, Now our Lenormand cards, we've got the fox, the bear, the bouquet, the dog, and the sun card. I'm thrilled the sun card is in here because this is just telling you too to pay attention to your surroundings. Really pay attention to things. That maybe aren't as they appear to be. Pay attention to things on the work front, right? This is, you know, the lineup in here is someone jumping ahead of you for a promotion. It's people, you know, not being really honest, more self-serving. All right, that's going to fall by the wayside though too. So don't get involved in those things if they don't directly concern you, but they're showing up in your reading. So you're going to want to know, you know, kind of who your friends are and who your friends aren't. The bouquet is great. right? And again, if you look at the Knave of Cups, that is a message coming. I feel it's an actual message coming. If you're waiting on the King of Coins too, can also be a lawyer. Um, he could be, it could be a business person. You may be waiting on documents for something. Um, the Four of Wands in the middle there, that sits in your blind spot. So you don't see that coming. So if you're waiting on money to come in, you may get that, right? If you were owed something in the past, now it may come in. The Queen of Cups there. Um, that's the, she's sitting in a spot there that um, it represents the aspects of what the problem is here. It's the bearing of what that has on the solution here. So again, we don't have balanced elements in here. So this may be someone who's too emotional. She's very, very emotional in what she's doing, and she's not able to make a sound advice. That's why I'm saying if this passion card in here is not grounded in something stable, you're entering into, you know, a relationship that's not founded on anything. It's not going to last long. It's going to end up like that Tower card, right? So what's weighing on you is that. So maybe, you know, in your blind spot is that Four of Wands. Maybe your structure at home really isn't as sound as you think it is, right? But the Ace of Cups on the outbound, I think that that's great because whatever that is, it donates, you know, it shows me you've got peace inside at the core of it all. So, you know, I think when you're really honest with things and you really look at things, you do walk away with this, right? But that can be, it can be a happy relationship. It can be something coming together. But with these negative influences in the energy and not having balanced influences here, they could be, you really want to watch your finances. You could take a big hit here somewhere, right? So know the people that are, you know, this could be, you know, a reference to, you know, say you're buying swampland. That may be why that message came in to test the soil there. The message coming in for you, you know, may be something that um, isn't quite what it is. Pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to things that you're signing. Pay attention to things that are going on in your surroundings in the job front, right? Pay attention to your relationships. Pay attention to your bank accounts. You know, are things all accounted for? Are, um, you know, how are your relationships? Are they solid or are they not? You're going to need to take a look at that because I think that the things that aren't solid are really going to show itself. This is when too, and I'm only putting this out there because this is the severity of the energies, right? If your example would be, right, you're in a relationship, but you're also married, right? Those are the things that are going to end up really biting you in the butt now, not just for basic, you know, common sense kind of reasons, but they're more going to bite you in the ass because you're going to find out probably more than likely that the person that you're cheating on your spouse with is also cheating with someone else. So it, you know what I mean? It's really screwy energy, but it's going to hit you in a way that you don't forget it. So you don't repeat these things and you put more focus on yourself, okay? But the good news in here, I know this was crappy. The good news is that we've got the Sun card and we've got the Ace of Cups. Okay, so um, you know, the Four of Wands is the beginning of stability. Okay, but again, I just think that there's things that are going to rear themselves up that are not going to be on your periphery. So you're going to want to pay attention. You know, what is that saying? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I'm the last person that would love to say something like that. But I think that if you don't kind of watch out for yourself right now, you may be taken in a way that takes you a bit to recover from, you know, financially, um, property, relationships. You want to really pay attention now. Okay. Um, I think that this is quite the oxymoron. So I've got to pull it at that. I'm going to clarify, though, the blind spot, that Four of Wands. I want to see what that really is. And the Tower, I'll clarify too. You guys are getting a lot of cards, but I'm trying to do my best here, you know, because, but I can't fight the energy, nor can you, right? So Okay. So clarifying the Four of Wands, we've got the Seven of Swords, oi, Seven of Coins, and the Knight of Wands. Hmm. All right. Give me a minute. The Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords. You're making choices that I don't think others are privy to. And given that we've got the Knight of Wands on a flip side, it could be that you really want more creativity in your life. You want more passion in your life. He's driven by passion, right? So we can take it at that. Or we can take it at you make really shitty decisions and you end up doing things that aren't really um, going to serve you well, and most likely they come to light. That's the blind spot. Okay. Now let's see what the Tower card's about. So see, there can be positive and negatives to that. That Seven of Coins there is be patient. Be patient. Don't rush ahead. Really think things through. That Seven of Wands, you know, that could be maybe just miscommunication too. Okay. But it's usually someone who's an introvert and they're not real open with their feelings, you know. So really be sure, like I say, in your surroundings, just make sure that they are what they are. If you can't read someone, ask them what they're thinking or feeling. Be, you know, put it all out there. You've got nothing to lose here. Let me see here. I'm going to clarify a few things. All right. The Tower card, we've got the King of Swords, and we've got the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Coins. All these people. The Knight of Swords, that may be someone, that really may be someone in the military for sure, or someone, it could be, again, law enforcement, it could be a realtor, it could be a doctor, it could be, just give me a minute, please. This may be someone at a distance. This may be, it really may be, you know, someone at a distance here in the military. You know, you may really just be missing someone. Although it also speaks of, you know, dysfunction on the home front. Let me see the Queen of Cups here. All right, so we've got the Two of Cups. I'm clarifying the Queen of Cups here because she and the Tower are what's keeping this from being able to be concluded. So you've got the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Cups. You know what? You guys just need to communicate. Really, just lay it all out on the table, because the Ten of Swords is just saying things can't be like this. They can't go on like this. And the eight is communication, right? And the Two of Cups is, you know, that can go one of two ways. That can be, you know, rising from the phoenix and you overcome it, or it's the beginning of something. It's the beginning of something. So it's not gone too far yet. But I think you may care for someone, but it's, you know, it's someone you're either not sure about, it's someone at a distance. That could absolutely be it. You know, this person may not be near you. You know, and those kind of things cause, you know, those are hard things to deal with. But let me see what this, I want to really see what the King of Coins is all about up there. So we've got the Ace of Coins, money. We've got the Ten of Wands, and we've got the Ace of Swords. All right, give me a minute. All right, so you've got two aces here. I think you've just got a lot on your plate. I think that too, with the Ten of Wands, you want more. That's a lot. That's really working hard for something, and that's what he would be doing. But you've also got the Ace of Coins and the Ace of Swords. So you've got two new starts here. You're looking at something in a different way, and you're wanting to do something different. You may be wanting to invest in something. You may be moving. This could absolutely be, health, wealth, and well-being. Your life is changing here, but these are starts, guys. But the Ace of Coins, that kind of donates, it discounts anything around it that's negative. But you've also got the Ten of Wands, which means you worked really hard for this. So be really clear. Be really clear with that Ace of Swords, what it is that you're doing, I think for some of you, you know exactly what you're doing. I think for others of you, you're not quite sure. Don't take a chance here. No, for sure. Talk to this person. If this is someone that's been at a distance for a bit, let them, be together for a little bit before you make decisions. It's not the end of the world here. I want to see what the message coming in is. Okay. Ten of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Knight of Coins. Okay. Okay. So we've got the Knight of Coins, money coming in. We've got the Page of Wands. Oh, I think you get a new job. I do. I think you get a new job. Or you get a bonus too. You get something. All right. For some of you, your finances are going up. This is going to be something welcomed. Someone may be helping you financially. You may have just taken a bank loan. It's coming through. It may have been delayed, right? But now you're going to see it. Okay. That may be money that you're waiting on to buy a house. Again, do your background on that. Okay. All right. Hallelujah. Okay. For some of you, really great things are happening. For others of you, and you know who you are, you want to pick those things apart. Don't stay in things right now that you don't want to be in, right? That doesn't mean you have to leave in a huff and a puff, but you want to do it in a orderly way too, that's fair to everyone, because you don't want to bring karma, and that's consequence to whatever this is. I think some of you are, there's some real nasty things going on here, underhanded, but I think others of you, you're really going in great directions, and things may have been held up for a bit, but you're going to start to see things come through now. If you've been waiting on documents, loan papers, bills of health, insurance, that could be insurance for that. But the message coming in is to be careful of that. So that tower has not happened yet, but it's weighing on you. You may think that you may have not been, if you've been waiting on stuff, it's coming in, guys. If you've been really, really working hard at things, your due is coming. Honestly, it is. But for those of you that have been not doing such great things, that's coming for you too. So just buckle up for that, okay? All right, I know these were a lot of cards, but I could not leave you with wondering what in the hell is really going on here. So keep doing what you're doing if you're in a good place. If you're not, talk to the people that are in your surroundings, see where that goes, and then make your decisions from there. Okay, so there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way, Virgo. I think what sets you free here, really, your 12th house treasure chest, is really to just take such pressure off of yourself. Really just kind of like Aries, just enjoy things. Enjoy the surprise in things, right? Enjoy not having everything be so stronghold, because I think what happens too in relationships is you get the relationships that look like they need to look, but the life gets choked right out of them. So really give yourself the freedom to enjoy the things that you like and not have to work so hard at them. Actually enjoy them, you know. So there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you with anything. Okay? Thank you so much.